Hey besties, thanks for stopping in the Clubhouse for episode 2. Today is Tuesday, August the 26th, 2025. We are live today on Instagram, YouTube, and X, and we are powered by StreamYard. Coming to you live from the Clubhouse, I'm CIARRA, and today's a great day, guys. Giancarlo Stanton is in the lineup. So for all my Stanton fans out there, we get to see him. But not only that, pumpkin spice drop today at Starbucks. Taylor Swift got engaged. All of my besties are living their absolute best life today. And now it's just time for the Yankees to turn up and win for us on the best day of the week so far. Before I jump in and introduce my co-host of the night, let's just run through the itinerary so you guys know exactly what to expect. First and foremost, we'll start with the Empire Extra. We're going to talk breaking news, some fun topics, a little bit of IL stuff, and then we'll jump into this week's new segment. We are going live from the players' court. We're going to try 3 cases, and the chat is going to decide who is guilty, what the verdict will be. And then from there, I'm going to put my co-host in the hot seat, and the Bronx will be burning down. So get ready to have some fun. Again, I said it earlier, if you're a part of the fun police, this is not the place for you. So let me introduce my co-host to you. He is coming live to you from his little Tonka truck. He is my favorite co-host on a Bronx Take. He is your favorite degenerate gambler. It is no one other than Chris Nieves. Chris, thank you so much for being here.
I think I'm here.
You're here.
It's a great day for the Swifties. Shout out to all the Swifties. For those that don't know, I'm a Swiftie, a big Taylor Swift fan. I'm excited. Great day. I don't do the pumpkin spice, but I'm excited for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Congratulations to them. Hopefully, I'll be getting my invite in the next couple weeks.
You know what? If you don't get the invite, you and I will just crash the wedding because why aren't we invited? What the heck?
You're gonna watch TMZ and see a short man from Pennsylvania gets arrested outside a venue.
It's okay. Rich will bail us out. We'll be okay. He needs us on a Bronx Take. Before we jump into the Empire Extra, Chris, I wanted to ask you, while we had some people in the chat, when and why did you become a Yankee fan? I feel like everybody would love to know that.
1987. I was born in the Bronx. That's it.
Damn.
That's it. I'm old. I was born in the Bronx, and my mom, grandparents weren't really into sports, but they were Yankee fans. Like, if you were born in the Bronx, you lived in the Bronx, you were just a Yankee fan. And it was something like, you go home and you grow up and you see, the papers everywhere you go. We go food shopping and stuff on the weekends. And it's like everybody has a Yankee jersey, the Yankee hat. It's a symbol. Like, it's everywhere you go. So it's one of those things that it just came to. And my first sporting event was 96 Yankees game. I don't remember what game, whatever, but I remember, one of the, fonder childhood memories I had. And it started from there and, became a diehard as I got older.
I love that. And we're glad that you're so diehard because the Bronx Tank wouldn't be the same without you. We're going to jump into the Empire Extra in just a moment. I wanted to just shout out some of the folks in the chat. And for this week's Clubhouse Confessional, I would love for the chat to drop in the comment, in honor of Chris being here, what parlay would you drop tonight if you're guaranteed to win money? Throw that in the chat so we can share the love with Chris and his Empire State of Betting segment. Jacob, first in the building, always first. He gets the attendance award. Hitman, thank you for being here. Jordan, what's up, Jordan? We got Hector. And then it looked like Jack Esposito checked in. Sierra, birthday bestie, thank you for being here. And then I did see Kay reposted the stream. Shout out to Kay. He's an avid listener on Twitter. Never heard his voice, but we love the support. So shout out to him for that. All right, let's do it. Let's talk Empire Extra. Let's talk all the fun stuff, all the breaking news, all the hot topics. Number one in everyone's mind right now, Cam Schlittler, right? Hottest right-handed rookie in the game. I don't care if you're a Boston fan, if you're a Mets fan, if you're a friggin' Colorado Rockies fan, you know who Cam Schlittler is at this point. In the past 2 outings for the Yankees, this kid has gone out and given us 6 scoreless innings. In his past 27 and 2/3 innings, really hope I did that math right. Those thirds really messed me up. He has only given up 5 earned runs. And to top all of that off, 100 miles per hour is what his fastball hits. What are your thoughts when you're watching this kid play?
I love it. I love it. So I kind of said this earlier, but I wanted to kind of hold it a little bit for this tonight. I feel like, and it's early again, don't want to get too crazy here, but the step that Luis Hill hasn't taken is what Cam's taken already, right? Like they're both flamethrowers, right? Young kids who came up who, could throw 99, 100, very easily. But obviously, Luis Hill's biggest thing has been control. We thought coming off the injury, okay, you know what? He got time to work on it. And it seems like even tonight, it's not there. Where Cam, it's like a couple games and he's already got a control. Now, there's still things to tweak. There's still things to work on. He's still young. But I just feel like that step that we want Luis Hill to make is what Cam's already doing. He may be already ahead of the trust tree with Luis Hill or him. Like, I might trust him right now in a playoff game before I trust Luis Hill. So I like the kid. He's got a lot of potential. It's funny. I mentioned it the other day with his hair. He reminds me of Houston Garrett Cole. Like it's so weird. They kind of look like each other, right? So and again, perfect person to have is to learn from Cole. So yeah, I really like what he's doing, and I like the potential of what he can be in the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah, and that's a great point. So he looks a lot like Cole. He doesn't get rattled. He has, super fast stuff. He has good velocity, has his location down. It's almost like Cole isn't injured. He just reinvented himself in the form of a younger guy, which is really cool because the Yankees really need it. I mean, the rotation has been just a disaster all season. Now, gun to your head, you're not allowed to think about this. Right now, the Yankees have Carlos Rodon, Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Luis Hill, Will Warren. Playoffs start tomorrow, but you have to DFA one of those pitchers. Who are you getting rid of?
Will Warren.
So he's not our game one starter?
Will Warren, no.
Okay. All right. You heard it here, folks. Will Warren will not be the game one starter. He is getting the DFA.
See ya.
See ya. All right. Let's talk about Fernando Cruz. So Fernando Cruz activated off the IL. He should be available today. With that being said, Yerry De Los Santos was sent down. He was optioned. I don't dislike Yerry De Los Santos, but he wasn't really doing anything for us either at the same time. Are you excited to see Fernando Cruz back, or would you have rather seen somebody else?
No, I'm excited. Fernando Cruz was one of those people I trusted early in the year. There wasn't many relief pitchers to trust, and Fernando is a real I like him. Another one though, needs to work on being consistent. But I mean, if we're being honest, he had a stretch run there where it was like he was really good. Too many injuries for me. That's another issue. I think this is the second IL stint this season so far. So again, stay healthy, be available, but continue to do what you were doing because he was good. So I like the move, and I like De Los Santos as well, but he wasn't consistent. He'd have a game where he'd come in for 3 appearances, great, and then 2 where he's giving up some runs. So he has potential as well, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Cruz in that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see Cruz back. Unfortunately, he has been riddled with injuries this year. Unfortunately, Johnny Lasagna has been riddled with injuries this year. Very disappointing return for him to the New York Yankees. We'll see if next season's any better for him, since I believe it was a 2-year contract that they did sign. Honestly, when it comes to the bullpen, Mark Leiter Jr. has been pretty decent in my opinion. I know he gave up a grand slam last night, but he didn't get himself into that situation. And at the end of the day, the Yankees won 10-5. It wasn't the end of the world. But with that being said, I am excited to see Fernando Cruz back. He has nasty stuff. But to your point, location, we got to work on that. So Matt Blake, we do have a few projects for you if you're listening. Speaking of the bullpen in general, though, because De Los Santos was optioned down last night, MJL had 7 pitches. So he's the only one that was used. Paul Blackburn, for some reason, is still on this team, so he's available tonight. Tim Hill, Luke Weaver, Duvall, Devin Williams, and David Bednar are all available out of the bullpen should things come to it. The last time I looked, it was 1-0 Nationals, but Hitman just let us know that Big Daddy Stanton 3-run double, which means he has 2 bases already. We just need a Judge home run, and we hit the parlay for Empire State of Betting. So thank you for letting us know, Hitman, and I just saw Big Slick sneak in, so thank you for being here.
And may I say one thing here?
Go ahead.
I know, part of our father network here of Empire State of Baseball, is a, good buddy of ours, Tom Waspel, who's a coworker, who does not like, Bednar's, walk up music, the walk up song, Renegade. I disagree with him. I think it's great. I love the song. I love that he comes out to it, and I think Bednar should do it every single time.
I love it too. And listen, I'm a big Tom Waspel fan. He keeps it real. He doesn't
Yeah.
mind calling Corey and Joe idiots when they're, picking on the Yankees. But I disagree with him. Renegade is a fire song, and
Yes.
it goes so well with David Bednar. I feel like if he changed it, it would mess him up. You know what I mean? Like, it's a part of who he is. That's like asking Devin Williams to shave his beard. It just doesn't work. Okay. So if you guys aren't watching from YouTube and you're watching live from X or Twitter or Instagram, come on over to our YouTube channel, subscribe, like, help us out. We did just go over 500 subscribers as a channel. We're at 520 and growing. Good friend of the channel, Swift, did win the David Cone signed ball giveaway. Congratulations. I don't really mean that because I wanted to win it, and so did Chris. Chris commented 17 times, and Joe still picked his mortal enemy. That's how you know it's not rigged, because, like, how did he pick the guy that he fights with the most? Insane. But
it's
shout
Seth
out to
Lugo's fault.
I do blame Seth Lugo. Number 8 best pitcher in baseball, Seth Lugo. Absolutely your fault. All right. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is something that you're a big fan of, Chris. So I thought that this worked out perfectly for you. The other night, he not only did he hit a milestone home run, 100th home run, by the way. If anyone didn't catch that, and I know Jazz is struggling defensively right now, but offensively he shows up, and he has a 2020 season going. Hasn't happened in a long time for the New York Yankees. And he hit his 100th home run, 100th career home run, the day after his best friend passed away. You saw him come off the field, go into the dugout. You see it all over Judge's face right away. It's a very wholesome moment, very emotional. Did you happen to catch that moment when you were watching the game?
Yeah, so I didn't know about it, obviously, at the time. It was just like, thinking it's the milestone. Obviously he's had some struggles in his career. So, I just thought it was emotions, right? But, he came out and said it, loss of his, I believe he said best friend, but, probably just a very, very close friend, somebody he calls best friend. It sucks, but good for him, right? Like, it seems like there's, like baseball, all the sports, when things happen, it's like some milestone or some big shot ends up happening. I mean, go back a couple of years ago, Jose Fernandez passes away. D. Gordon hits a leadoff home run that he said was the furthest home run he had ever hit. And that Miami team was emotional. Like, D. Gordon's crossing the plate, he's crying. Teammates are hugging him. They just lost their teammate. The Brett Favre famous game after his father passed, he throws for 5 touchdowns. So it just seems like, fate happens, right? Like there's somebody up there, regardless of what we believe in or whatever, not to get into, religion, but we all think there's something out there. And, I think when things like that happen, there's angels in the outfield, right? Like the movie, we grew up on. So good for him. I know, Jazz hasn't had the best season, but still good. And prayers to him, his friend, the family, condolences. But yeah, no, good for him. And, I know what that's like. I lost my best friend at one point. So, it's good to have that moment and have your team there. Like, your friends are always there to support you. So, the fact that they understood, and like you said, Judge kind of showed emotion there as well. Prayers up to Jazz.
Yeah, prayers to Jazz, and my condolences to him, his family, his friend's family. It was one of those moments that reminds you that these players are people and that they have other things going on outside of baseball. It's so easy for you or I or anyone watching to, yell at the TV and call Jazz a bum and say he doesn't belong here, but we never know what's going on in their real life every day. So when those moments happen, it's just very heartfelt. And I've been really hard on Judge lately. So it was kind of nice to see like that moment where you can see he is the leader in this team and that they look to him for comfort. Hopefully Jazz figures out his defensive issues and continues with his 2020 season. So before we jump in to the funnest court in all of baseball land, let's talk a little bit about Instagram. Make sure you guys go over to our Instagram account, 7,500 plus growing on Instagram, Empire State of Baseball. Corey Fabs does a phenomenal job with his reels. Very funny guy. Also, follow me if you feel like the Princess CIARRA. I mean, I am the host of this show, so you might as well follow me. Every Tuesday, we promo the Clubhouse with some fire music, very girly pop, very me coded. So just be prepared for that. Now, the players' court. So what's going to happen here is we have 3 cases that we're going to try. One of us will be the plaintiff. One of us will be the defendant. You in the chat are going to decide if the defendant is guilty. And then our guest judge is going to give out a verdict. So welcome to the players' court, ladies and gentlemen. This is the silliest, the funnest, probably the best court in all the land. There aren't any rules. There aren't any laws. It's whatever the judge decides. So let's start with case number 1. We're going to be seeing Ben Rice versus the squirrel who decided to run at him on the field. Judge Gorilla is here, and Judge Gorilla, we cannot hear you.
All rise. I am the judge, jury, and executioner. Although the chat here is going to decide the ultimate fate between the plaintiff and defendant here, I got to preside here over the court. So Judge Gorilla is at your service here, folks. And let's start off with that first case here. Our first case, our defendant is, of course, Ben Rice. And Ben Rice is going to be charging the Bronx Squirrel. Defendant, Ben Rice, Mr. Rice, what will we be charging the plaintiff over what case?
I would like this very insane squirrel to be charged with disturbing the peace.
Ooh, okay.
He had no right to run at me.
All right. Well, I will call Chris. I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I will call the Bronx Squirrel to the stand.
What are we talking about? I lived in New York City for 27 years. You're Ben Rice. You just got here. I have every right to be here. I've been in the Bronx through generations. I've seen a whole bunch of Yankees come in and out of here. I've been hanging out in left field for the whole season. Nobody said nothing to me. The guy let me in. I come onto the field. I'm excited. This is the first time the security guard, Derek, in left field has let me in. So when Derek let me in, I come in. I'm like, hey, Ben Rice, I like you. And you're going to give me shit? You're taking me to court over this? I can't take it. I mean, you've been here 2 years. I've been here 27. I'm sorry, Judge. I feel like I have every right to be on this field the same way Ben Rice does.
Listen, Judge, I understand that the squirrel has been here for 27 years. However, I've been a Yankee fan my entire life. I grew up in Boston, but I'm a Yankee fan. And I've never seen a squirrel on the field at Yankee Stadium. Have you? Because I feel like it's not allowed. And when I'm playing the field and he's running at me, it's distracting me. And unfortunately, my teammates have already made 4 errors this series. So I don't need to be responsible for another one so that I'm sitting on the bench next to my teammate Anthony Volpe when I should be in the lineup. So again, squirrel, you're in the wrong here.
All right, well, chat, let's find out from you.
May I make one last point?
Go ahead.
May I make one last rebuttal?
Go ahead,
my only last point is I came in from left field, and let's be honest here, Ben Rice, you don't even have a position yet. I don't even know where to find you. Like, I go to the first base side, you're a catcher. And then I came in the other day while you guys were just hitting ground balls before the game, and you're a first baseman. I don't even know where you are half the time. So I'm sorry that I'm going to a place that I've been around my whole life, and you don't have a solidified position on this team yet.
I would like to add stalking as a charge to the squirrel. Because why does he know so much about Ben Rice?
Order. Listen. I have the gavel here. It's actually potato. No, it's a gavel. It's a gavel. All right. Listen, chat. What do you guys think? Who is in the wrong here? Is it the plaintiff, the Bronx Squirrel, or the defendant, Ben Rice, is acting out of character? Who's at fault here? Chat, jury, you decide. Let's see what you guys have here. As we got Stanton, his blocking Ben Rice has nothing to do with the current case as we have it, but no one can see Ben Rice. Good. Okay. Defendant wins because he's nuts over the Yankees. All right. So that's one for Ben Rice there. But folks, this is a heated case. I mean, we had thought that the Bronx Squirrel was going to turn the luck around of this New York Yankees team and Ben and his teammates, and unfortunately didn't come to fruition. The Yankees went on to lose one of their worst games of the season the next day. So the squirrel here, they're saying the squirrel wins, the defendant wins here. So we are going to give this case to the defendant. The defendant here, Ben Rice, is the winner here of our first case. All right. Next.
Objection, real quick. Objection. I mean, if I was a stupid turtle, it'd be a rally cry. The turtle. We love the turtle. And we go to ALCS because I'm a squirrel. We don't win games. I'm sorry. This is blasphemy. Go ahead, Judge. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute. We have a hung jury. And I'm not even just talking about Hitman. But he actually says the plaintiff wins. He actually screwed things up. So the plaintiff is the winner according to the chat here. So shout out to the plaintiff. The squirrel is the winner of this case. All right.
Woo.
Next case. The next case here, we're going to open up the floor. And our next case is going to be the defendant, Jose Caballero, versus second base umpire from last Tuesday's game, Roberto Ortiz. And now I would like to ask the defendant to the stand of what they are charging the plaintiff with.
Judge Grilla, I would like to charge the ump, who does not deserve a name, with contempt of court and for embarrassing me in front of my old team.
Okay. Plaintiff, go ahead.
You embarrassed yourself. You went over the bag. This is not my fault. I only react to things. I don't start things. I see things that happen throughout the game. We don't go to long schools. We don't have long classes over this. This is a couple weeks. We watch a couple videos. They bring some fruit snacks, maybe a couple things of water, and we learn as we go. I'm sorry. You might have been safe. You might have not been safe. I called it how I seen it. No need to scream at me. You scream at me, you're out the game. That's the rule.
I didn't raise my voice. Maybe the ump needs better context, better hearing aids, but you screwed up. Pete Fairbanks balked, so I should have been on second base anyway. And then when I slid, I was safe. So I think we need to get that LASIK surgery done finally. And all the review booth in New York, they should be charged with you because they did a terrible job too.
Do you think the MLB gives us a good insurance policy? Do you think I get coverage on that stuff? I barely make money. I got a side job. I work for Comcast out here. On the side, on the weekends, I'm delivering cable to people in New York City. I don't have time for LASIK. They don't pay for it, and I don't have the money for it. I'm on my third marriage.
Order, irrelevant.
Sorry. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair to me and my eyesight.
Okay. Well, chat, it's up to you. Our jury, that's over on YouTube, Instagram, and X. Who is in the wrong here? Who wins this case? I'll actually rather ask that. Who should win this case? Is it the defendant, Jose Caballero, or has the plaintiff, Roberto Ortiz, won this case? What do we think here? We already got some love here for Caballero. Looks like Caballero is the one to work. Jacob Gorilla, the defendant makes the objections, the judge. Well, listen, we only have 3 people up here, Jacob. So I'm the judge, jury, executioner, the attorney, the defense attorney, everything here. So you can see yourself out of the courtroom. I'm going to hold you, Jacob, in contempt of court. There you go. All right, Caballero is the winner of this one. So that's a win for the defendant. So now we have one last case, and we're actually going to switch cameras here because sitting in the defendant's chair is going to be Small Ball, and Small Ball will be charging the New York Yankees, the plaintiff here, under what charge, Small Ball?
The fact that they don't learn the game. The game has been around for 100 years, right? I am Small Ball here. We hit, we bunt, we hit and run, we double steal. We do all the little things that have created this game and have made it so great. And then you guys come in, the biggest franchise in the world, and just smack us in the face every day. There's no hit and runs. There's no opposite field hits. There's no stealing of the bases. Just a whole bunch of old people hitting home runs. I don't like it.
Listen, are we not called the Bronx Bombers? Did I miss the memo when the name was changed? Because since the beginning of time, since Babe Ruth, all the way through now to Aaron Judge, the greatest baseball player in the entire league, we have been called the Bronx Bombers. Secondly, we can only do so much with what we're given. The analytics department tells us who goes where, when they're going, where to hit the ball, when to steal, when to lead off somebody. So, in all honesty, I think we're doing a pretty dang good job. Unfortunately, we just don't, do the whole sacrifice bunt thing or hit and run. We just like the home run.
Small ball, your rebuttal?
My rebuttal is this is your fault. We were smoking cigarettes and drinking whiskey in the dugout in 1958. And you guys let these nerds from Dartmouth and these nerdy podcasts out there, I was about to say somebody's name, these nerdy podcasts out there, they come in with these ex-Wobas and ex-Wobacons. This is your fault. We never told you guys to allow these guys into the game and give you analytics. We said smoke cigarettes, drink whiskey, put a whole bunch of chew in your mouth, look like you have an abscess, spit brown shit onto the field, and hit the ball. That's all we said. And then you guys wanted to allow these Dartmouth kids into the building. I think this is your fault. It shouldn't be blamed. You guys should be playing small, old school ball.
Objection. Irrelevant.
Well, overruled. Again, we're running out of. We don't have enough people up here to be doing overrules here. Again, I'm judge, jury, and holder of the potato masher. So I'm going to ask the chat now. Jury, for the final case, who wins? Is it the defendant, small ball, or the plaintiff, the New York Yankees? Is it the small ball, an emphasis on small, or the New York Yankees, emphasis on plain and plaintiff? All right, let's see. We have the defendant with a victory. We have Hitman, small ball, victory. Hector, small ball, victory. And that's it, folks. Small ball.
Good one.
Small ball is the winner of this final case. And that is the Players' Court. I am Judge Gorilla. Judge Judy, call me.
I got to say, I appreciate the support, and I actually picked small ball because I'm short.
I mean, that's why you're in the Tonka trunk tonight, right? Like, you're short,
100%.
you have a little truck, you're a little small ball, no big deal. Thanks, guys, for watching the Players' Court, hottest courtroom in baseball. While you're here and you're listening to my voice, we are in our Twitter era. So, with that being said, you're going to head over to Twitter. You're going to follow at ESB Podcast. That is our main account where you can find all of our news. We have 3,300 plus followers over there, so join in. You can follow the smaller accounts. So we have at ESB NYY. That pertains to Chris and I and Rich and Boogie and Tom. And then also follow me at Sierra Not Miss. Best username on Twitter, if I do say so myself. Follow at Chris Nieves 618, at Rich J Rivera, at T Waspel. I don't know why I was about to say TWO like two. And follow Boogie. I can't think of Boogie's Twitter name right now, but follow him. He likes to give you his to-do list on his timeline. It's always fun.
It's like Dan NYY 27 or something like that. I could be way off though.
Something like that. But yeah, that's everybody that's a part of ESB NYY. We go live on Twitter Monday through Thursday with a Bronx take. Rich is on Monday. Chris is on Tuesday with Empire State of Betting. Very big day for Chris. Boogie is on Wednesday. He does open mic night. And then I'm on Thursday where we do Who is on Deck. Who is on Deck? We talk about the game coming up. We talk about prospects. And we play Bronx Island. Very fun. Here is our TV guide, I guess you could call it. Rich worked very hard on this. But as you can see, on Mondays, you have a Bronx take at 1 p.m. EST. You have Empire State of Baseball at 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, again, live, 1 p.m. Empire State of Betting over on a Bronx take on Twitter. And then you come over here and you see me on YouTube at 8 p.m. Eastern in the Clubhouse. Wednesday, a Bronx take hosted by Boogie, 1 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to show our Mets side of the house some love, Keith does a great job. Uncomfortable Conversations, 8 p.m. Eastern. Thursday, bring it back to a Bronx take where I will be hosting yet again, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then Friday, we have Rich host from the Empire State of Baseball account on Extra Innings. And then anybody from the Mets side and the Yankees side will join him and co-host, and we'll just have a full-on conversation about Yankees and Mets and how bad we're all doing and all that fun stuff. All right. So it's 7:30. So we are going to do my favorite segment with my favorite co-host. And it's time for the Bronx to burn down. So we're going to do the Bronx is burning. Chris, I did not prepare you. I did not tell you what questions I was going to ask.
At all.
I am just going to ask you some fun, some silly questions, and you just answer them. I know you very well, and I know you like to change your mind a lot. Just first answer right off the tip of your tongue, just throw it out there. All right. So, hypothetically, for a guaranteed World Series win, would you rather DFA Stanton or trade Aaron Judge?
Trade Aaron Judge.
I mean, me too, but damn, you didn't hesitate.
No hesitation there. I'm sorry. Love you, big guy. See you later.
All right. So, we all know that I am a reality TV junkie. So, if the Yankees were on their version of Survivor, Bronx edition, who's getting voted off the island first?
Out of those two?
No. Out of anybody on the team.
Oh, anybody on the team who's getting voted off the island first? Austin Wells.
No more burritos for you, Wells.
No.
Yeah.
We got to go fishing in the sea anyway. We'll be all right.
All right. So we're having a hot dog eating contest.
Oh, God.
And it's down to two ESB NYY hosts, Rich Rivera or Boogie. Who's winning the hot dog eating contest?
Oh, this is a good one. I feel like we talked to do. Okay, I think Rich wins. Rich looks like a glizzy goblin, if we're being honest here.
I want to see. You know what? I'm gonna need to make an image with Glizzy Goblin above Rich so he can post it on his Twitter account.
That would be amazing. Right on the Godfather page.
He is no longer the Godfather. He is now the Glizzy Goblin. All right.
Oh, that was great.
Entire New York Yankees team. Which player would you never trust to babysit your kids?
Anthony Volpe. He's gonna drop him. He's gonna drop my child. 100%. Can't hold a baseball.
So this next question, it's so funny. So I made these questions like 2 days ago, but it's perfect because my girl Taylor Swift got engaged today to the love of her life, Travis Kelce. So it's so weird that I had already put this in here, but which player in the clubhouse is secretly a Swiftie?
Oh, that's a good one. Judge. I would say Judge. Seems like him and his wife are really close. She looks like she could be a Swiftie. So he's probably heard some music in the house during the off seasons. Like, I like that. And now he's like, you know what? And now he's playing the albums. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely go Judge.
Yeah, I agree. And he has a daughter too, so it makes sense. Jacob says Boone, and I'm pretty sure Boone has already talked about, like, in the past that he is a Swiftie because of his daughter. So totally.
I stuck the players though.
Yeah, no, I that's what I asked. So perfect. Gorilla is no glizzy goblin. Well, Gorilla wasn't accused of being a glizzy goblin. Rich Rivera was. So Gorilla, why are you telling on yourself? Perfect. Pick a new walk-up song for Ben Rice.
I feel like, all right, so I know he knows Spanish. He likes to, but I feel like he already has like a Bad Bunny walk-up song, right? I feel like his walk-up song is already a Spanish song. I'm going to give him an English one. And I would say, oh, this is good. Because I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm trying to get, you know what? We're going to give him, what's that song? My Lovely Lady Hums. We're going to give him that.
Black Eyed Peas.
We're going to give him the Black Eyed Peas. Lovely Lady Humps.
Okay. All right. I would personally go Shake It Off by Taylor Swift because Ben Rice is, he's able to just shake things off, but I like your option. All right. If these two options were your mascot options, which one would be more terrifying to you? A giant Steinbrenner baby or a giant sock with pinstripes?
Oh, a giant Steinbrenner baby. That's like weird. Because I see Steinbrenner and I see old. And then an old face Like I imagine Boogie at 5, and it's like very different, very different. So yeah, I'd be terrified if it was a Steinbrenner baby.
Throw them in a diaper, throw the pacifier in there. No
Oh my
biggie.
God, it'd be like an ugly version of Boss Baby.
Oh my God. That's amazing. Slick, I am reading the chat. I'm just ignoring you because the hate for my girl
Wait,
Taylor is
so
so unsolicited.
let me say this. You guys said it wasn't real years ago. Remember, it was supposed to be for ratings for the NFL. Roger Goodell
Mhm.
set this up. The Chiefs are they're on a downward spiral, so they need something to pick the ratings back up. And years later, here we are, and my boy and my girl are engaged. So let's stop the nonsense.
In the words of Taylor Swift, it feels so high school. Leave my
It's a
girl
love
alone.
story.
Baby, just say yes. All right. So, because you are the founder of Empire State of Betting and you love to do the parlays and do all the things, and a lot of us have done our research and started learning more about betting because of you. So, it only felt fitting to throw this in here. Give me your best 8-leg parlay. Go.
Oh, I mean, I hit a 8-legger. What was it? The end of last, which is very tough for those that don't. Like, that's a lot of bets. It's if it was easy to gamble, people, it trust me, everybody would be a billionaire. I hit an 8-legger last year. Um, the beginning actually because of Gleyber Torres. So I had an 8-legger last year in the beginning of the year. Um, It was like $7 or something like that for about $1,800. I forget exactly the amount, but Rich remembered. And I had a whole bunch of stuff. I had like home runs and two bases and this and that. And at the end, I had 7 out of 8, and I'll never forget it. Glaber had one more at bat in the 8th, and I'm like, oh Jesus, all I need is Glaber, two bases. And I'm sweating. I'm sweating. And I will never forget. I actually sat up. I was laying on the bed waiting for him to get the at bat. So he gets the at bat, and he comes up, and he hits an opposite field base hit, basically down the line. And I mean, it dribbles into the corner. And I'm looking. I'm like, don't just take the single. Run, you fat ass, run. And
Whoa.
he's running. I know. I'm sorry. I had to throw the shot. And he turns the corner, and I see him going, and they get the ball in, but he's safe. He gets the double. And like I said, it was like $7 for like, I don't know, 15, 1,800, something like that.
Listen, I love that. Like a good Glaber, Torres is there every single
100%.
time. I would always put my money on the line with Glaber Torres because he shows up when it matters. All right. That was this week's episode or segment of Bronx is Burning. Chris did a great job at answering the questions, not knowing what was coming. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here in the Clubhouse with us for episode 2. We have 67 people watching on YouTube. Shout out to all of you for being here. That's a jump up from last week. It's only my second episode. And you know what, guys? I'm open to constructive criticism. I can't do better if I don't know what you guys don't like, what you guys do like. So drop me some comments, shoot me a DM, whatever you got to do. Like I said, I'm all ears. Don't forget to follow our entire team over on Twitter. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube, and make sure you like this video. Help out the algorithm. Get us pushed out. I'm trying to bring in the girlies and the gays and the besties and grow this show because listen, baseball is for everybody. So let's have some fun. Let's talk some New York Yankees. And before we wrap up, Chris, you're my favorite co-host. So why don't you tell us what's on deck next for you? Anything new coming up on a Bronx Take for you, or just any updates in general?
Well, I'm hoping to win some money. I mean, you guys are killing me every Tuesday here. I'm putting out free money for those that don't know. Show up every day, but on Tuesdays we do a little segment where I have a whole bunch of people come in. They give 2 bets, and I kind of pick my favorites. Ciarra's been one of the better bettors. I just never pick her on the right days, and the day I pick her, she doesn't do good. But no. So in the future, again, we still have some baseball left, but it was the first season. I gave it like a season trial run. So in the off season, and I've done little things here and there very differently, but overall in the off season, I want to think of different segments, different way to do the betting. But I think it's been a hit. A lot of people like it. Again, there's been not many payouts, but people come in, right? And like you said, now people are doing their homework, right? Like I'm looking into gambling a little more. And it's, gamble responsibly, people. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't spend your rent. Don't end up homeless. But, if you got a couple extra bucks to try to win some money on the Yankees or anybody else, give it a try. And if you need any advice, always reach out.
Yeah, absolutely. And like he said, don't spend your money that you don't have, okay? I don't want you coming at Chris saying that you lost your home, your kid can't go to college, you can't afford your McDonald's. Gamble responsibly and have fun doing it.
Johnny gets his McDonald's every Friday. Trust me, I don't spend his money.
McDonald's and Chips Ahoy, okay? That money cannot be touched. Jacob and I both have half our bet completed already, so hopefully Judge can hit a home run for us, or Rosario can get some bases, and then one of us will be a winner and you'll stop losing money. Listen, I'm so happy that everyone showed up today to be in the clubhouse with me and my besties. Make sure you come back next Tuesday for episode 3. It's the day after Labor Day, so you guys should be well rested. Don't have any hints for you on who the co-host will be, so just stay tuned. We will be introducing a new game yet again, but your favorites, Empire Extra and A Bronx is Burning, will still be here. Looking forward to seeing you guys all next week. Make sure you go enjoy your pumpkin spice, guys, and listen to your favorite Taylor Swift album. Bye, besties.